Today is Saturday, May 11th, 2024, and it's day 31 of my Great American Motorcycle Adventure. Today's meanderings took me just over 100 miles, from Durango, Colorado, through Mesa Verde National Park, and into the little town of Dolores. And when 50 of those miles are on a steep, winding mountain road with national park speed limits, it took a while. It was a day of shifting plans, dramatic landscapes, ancient stories, and looming storms. The kind of day that humbles you a little, with beauty, with history, and with sheer elevation. I love working on these videos, and if you enjoy watching, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I had originally hoped to ride the $1 Million Highway today, but with 2.5 inches of snow overnight, on top of what had already fallen, and snow showers and thunderstorms in the forecast, it was a no for me, just out of my comfort zone. I had already ridden some incredible roads, and I have many more ahead of me on this trip. I was disappointed to skip it, but it was the right decision for me. Another time. So instead of the $1 Million Highway, I headed to Mesa Verde National Park. At the entrance gate, I finally got to use my National Park Pass for the first time, and for some reason, it felt unexpectedly satisfying. I stopped at the visitor center to check the weather, grab a map, buy some stickers, and find out what I shouldn't miss. From the base of the mesa to the first overlook was only about 20 miles, but it was 20 miles of relentless switchbacks, sheer drop-offs, and stunning views. The road clings to the side of the cliffs, sometimes with guardrails, sometimes with none. And it winds upward in tight curves, then opens into sweeping panoramas of the valley far below. I'll admit, there were a few spots that it was a little unnerving. The combination of steep grades and narrow shoulders made the ride interesting, but the views absolutely worth it. I took a breath and soaked it all in. You look out across miles of rugged terrain and realize this is exactly what makes these rides memorable. Not just the scenery, but how it makes you feel. Sometimes small, awake, alive. At the top, I followed the Mesa Top Loop, which winds through a series of archaeological sites and overlooks the cliff dwellings. Some of the most iconic dwellings are only accessible by guided tour, but even the roadside overlooks offer an incredible window into the past. The loop winds through pinyon and juniper, pit houses, cliff dwellings, and masonry walls that are still standing after 800 years. It's quiet up here. Not silent, but quiet. You listen to the wind, the birds, your own footsteps on the gravel paths. At each stop, I'd park the bike, take a short walk, and look into these dwellings, and realize I wasn't just looking at stone, I was looking into homes. It's a strange and moving feeling, trying to imagine life carved into these hills. The scale of it all, the ingenuity, it sticks with you. The Ancestral Puebloans lived here for more than 700 years, building entire communities into the sides of these cliffs. Standing here, you can't help but feel awe. These weren't ruins, they were homes, adapted into the land and meant to last. While looking for a quote to capture today's experience, I discovered the work of David Roberts, a climber and writer who spent years exploring and writing about the ancient Southwest. He wrote, "The silence in these canyons is deeper than silence. You can hear time itself." And that line stuck with me. I'm planning to read his book In Search of the Old Ones, which explores this part of the world and the people who lived here long before us. If you've read it, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you thought. After the loop, I turned back towards the entrance, and the sky was starting to darken. The clouds were building, and a cool wind had picked up. On my way down, the first drops of rain started to hit my visor. With a whole lot of elevation to lose, I focused on staying calm and steady, and getting off the mesa before the storm rolled in. I rode west through Cortez and north to Dolores, and pulled into the Outpost Motel just in time. I actually managed to start a load of laundry before the skies opened up. I fell asleep to the rain and the thunder, and while the storm rolled through, I took a nap. Then I walked over to Montezuma's Mexican restaurant for dinner. Good food, relaxed vibe, and a nice way to end the day. Colorado has been dramatic. Wild, windy weather, mountain passes, and some unforgettable roads. I didn't get to ride every mile or see every friend that I had wanted to, but it was still an amazing ride. I'm thinking about swinging back through northern Colorado later in the trip, but for now, it's time to move on. Tomorrow, I'm heading into Utah. to Mexican Hat and Monument Valley. And it's starting to feel like the Southwest. So today was about stories, those left behind in stone, and the ones we're still writing on the road. Thanks for watching. Until the next ride, be safe, be curious, and keep meandering.